What in the Sam hell is going on in the crypto space? IOTA has hit 50%. XRP finally looks like it's decided to shake the rust off and get involved with the bull market with the rest of the crypto coins. Bitcoin is still consolidating and, in my opinion, building up momentum, and we're probably going to cross over 9,000 in a very, very short while. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another video. It is your host, Crypto Glenn. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and I appreciate it. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So, IOTA, of all coins, decided it wanted to wake up and participate in the bear market, soaring to an all-time high for 2019. What's the case? What's going on? So apparently the folks over at IOTA had been working on a new protocol to actually make the cryptocurrency more decentralized. And because of such, the price of IOTA right now at the time of this video is currently at 50 cents, just under 51 cents. Now, for me, this is a very, very bittersweet feeling because I remember looking at IOTA when it was 8 cents. And for some reason, I have no idea why, I didn't get into it. I think it's safe to say, this isn't financial advice, but I think it's safe to say that any coin in that top 20, let's just call these the blue chip coins, any investment or, any money put into those is probably going to be a safe bet for the foreseeable future. Now, again, that's not financial advice. I'm just simply saying if you were looking for a cheaper alternative to Bitcoin to put some money into, probably any coin in the top 20 is going to be a good fit for you. So I think it's cool that these guys finally decided to release a protocol that was going to make IOTA more decentralized. In fact, the daily volume showed that the coin's changing maximum hands from Bitcoin's BTC, Tether stablecoin, USD, the US dollar, according to the data provided by coinmarketcap.com, an oldie but a goodie website I know a lot of people still use. The whole exchange posted 90 million worth of IOTA-enabled trades, with the Malta-based banking taking the lead by hosting more than 40% of the total daily volume. Now, I'll be honest, with so much volume coming from one location, I'd be remiss if I didn't suggest that maybe some of this pump is a little artificial. And again, for me, it is a little bit of a heartbreaker because I remember seeing this when it was at 8 cents. I remember seeing this again when it was at like 36 cents, and for whatever reason, just didn't get in. I think the boat here in the interim has kind of sailed already. I think 50 cents for a lot of people has kind of been somewhat of a mental blockade. And especially if they got in early, they're probably going to be taking some profits here. I know I have read some articles that suggest we could even see this go up to, 55 cents. So my plan is just to kind of sit back, not chase any green candles, really exercise the discipline to do so, and just wait for a retracement, which I'll probably pull out the Fibonacci retracement tool and see what would be an adequate price point to get into. So if you were listening to what I just said, we're going to use tools to figure that out and not just rely on our gut feeling. I think if we can utilize technical analysis and make smarter decisions, more gains will be made. I know for a lot of people, it's hard to kind of separate trading from the emotion, but if you can do that, I think you stand to really set yourself up for substantial gains instead of substantial losses. A couple other coins that I see on the screen here, BNB and XRP, just a couple that, ones that I'll be honest, I just missed the boat on. I remember looking at Binance token when it was $12, $15, and just didn't get in. At that point in time, I was like, wow, to sink, in order to have a decent amount of shares into these coins that weren't Bitcoin, it was going to take a lot of money. And now that I see it at 33 cents, I'm like, at $12, I mean, not 33 cents, but $33 at $12, that probably wasn't a bad buy. Same deal for XRP. Held XRP for a couple years, and I'll be honest, I have a love-hate relationship with XRP. It's not one of my personal favorites, but I know the following of XRP, people who love XRP, the following is borderline cult-like. So I knew holding a decent-sized bag of XRP was probably going to yield a decent return, sometime in the future. And I had it for a couple years. It just wasn't doing anything. It looks like it stalled out around 33, 36 cents. And I decided to sell it and put it into, other projects that I thought would be moving a little bit better, have a little bit better traction. And now XRP, of all coins, as soon as I sell it, looks like that they decided they wanted to wake up and partake in the market that we're in now. And then, of course, you have BTC currently sitting at 87.50. Speaking of BTC, let's take a look here at the charts. Now, I think it's clear a lot of people had been kind of taking a look at Bitcoin and where we were at, kind of moving up into the mid $7,500 range. It looks like we have finally broken out of this descending triangle, which is a bullish convergence or a bullish pattern, which is great. When we took our initial big leg up here, just knocking on the door of 7,300, I don't think it was really clear to anyone that, we were probably going to paint a little bit of a bull flag here. But when we did, I think this is what really popped up on a lot of folks' radar. Okay, we have our first bull flag of, coming out of the bear market. So this was great. And I started using a new indicator here. It's the VPVR. It allows you to take a look at volume profiles. Where did it go? And apparently I just broke it. Great. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, this allows you to look at volume profiles so you can see what are critical levels of resistance or how volume is trading at certain levels. So it's great for looking at past levels of resistance or support and to figure out just how much support you have at those levels by looking at volume. It's also great for picking out long opportunities and short opportunities. And I'm currently in a location now where we can actually use longs and shorts without having to go through any, extraneous circumstances in order to be able to do that. So taking a look at here, when we had got to the higher end of 7,000. So let's say like 79, 78. What are we at? Oh, 8,000 right here. We finally broke into the 8Ks after seeing this initial bull flag here that, I kind of felt was a bull flag, or this ascending triangle with a bull flag within the ascending triangle. To me, it was very clear that, we were going to have a major breakout to the upside, just kind of taking a look at the RSI, where we were looking at with the DMI, in terms of the level of resistance once we had got into the 8Ks. And there really wasn't a whole lot of resistance. There was a little bit, but there wasn't a whole lot. And the level of resistances that we did have, we had blown right past them. It's like they weren't even there. So I kind of took a look at this yesterday here and said to myself, it looks like we're kind of painting another bull flag here. And throughout this whole entire phase here, I remember looking at this in real time, and it felt like to me that Bitcoin, what it was doing was it was retracing a small amount, building momentum, and then having these breakouts that you see here. So like consolidate, building momentum, consolidating a little bit, then having a little bit of a breakout trend, then building momentum, going sideways, and having another breakout trend, consolidating, going sideways, and having another breakout, that I'm willing to bet that we're going to see here. And because I was using the VPVR, this volume profile, I elected to take the data that I was seeing here and open a long on like the 26th or the 27th, to which I'm up, like 14%. I was really just up like 0.83 a while ago, but as the markets go, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. I'm not really looking to make anything in the short term. I opened this long because what I'm seeing here suggests that we're probably going to be going past 9K. It's just what I see here. I could be wrong, but I honestly think I'm right. And taking a look here at the technicals from, let's see if I can get this on a weekly. Give me a second. Okay, so I found it. So just kind of taking a look here at the charts. If we can get back to where we were now that we're in the second, what I think is a bull flag, if we can get back to where we were in the mid 8, so let's say like 8,888 thereabout, I honestly think we're going to be in a position where we won't have too much, if any, resistance at all to get us well into about, I'd say like 9,200, right? That's kind of where you really start to run into like a little bit of resistance, like right there. Some might even say like 96, but I'm going to say 92 just being conservative. Okay, even when you look at the VPVR, that volume profile at 94, there's like no volume. So I don't think that's going to be a major resistance factor. At 90, at 9,000, that, the VPVR is basically non-existent. So I think we can finally use this momentum that I think we're trying to build here and finally get into the 9s, or I'd say like 8,088. If we can get back to that point, I think this level that we're at here will finally act as support, allow us to build off, cross over to 9, and then from 9 to about 92, really from about 880, like 8,888 till about 2,000. I'm sorry, not 2,000, 900, 2,000, 9,200. There we go. We really won't have that much resistance. So that's one of the reasons why I took my long out, and we'll definitely see how it's going to do. Okay, let's see, we're at 0.17 now. So I mean, it's going up, it's fluctuating. Like I said, I honestly think Bitcoin, what it's trying to do now is just build momentum to push through. Here we are right here. So it looks like it's trying to push through. This is on a 4 hour, so we'll see if the next candle opens up higher than this one does. Then for me, that's probably going to be one of the definite guarantees. So guys, I think that's where we're at right now. Just kind of wanted to share with you a little bit of rough TA. I know it was rough. It's not as smooth as other YouTubers, but I'm probably a year into the technical analysis of it all. Really tried to hone in on my skills over the last bear market. Didn't want to waste a good bear market. And I mean, I think that's really where we're at. I wanted to also share a lot of my, crypto fails with you guys. Selling XRP at the wrong time. Not getting into BNB, not getting into IOTA, not getting into, hell, I think EOS is having a pretty good go of it. Where are they at? EOS $8. I remember looking at them not too long ago. They were just at $5. So, there you go. EOS though for me is just a platform I can't support. It just seems a bit, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Fake, a bit scammy, if you will. And I don't want anyone to jump in the comments, oh, EOS is legitimate. Hey, I'm simply saying these are my opinions. So as always, guys, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm seeing, trying to present it to you the best way that I can. Before you make any decisions, you should probably consult with a professional, money manager, financial wealth advisor, in coordination with doing your own research. I want to thank you all for joining me for another video. Questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you soon. Peace.